Yeah, those are messed up, no. Bad news, it's to beat your home, nigga. Yeah. Who wanna get on that ass real quick one time? 144, baby.
They said you get on, you gon' represent, I said of course. Soon as they crank that beat, I ride that bitch just like a horse. She about to go dumb, yeah, bitch be whole guard. You ain't know they call me Obi-Wan, I come with the force. You gon' ride, yeah, of course, get it lit up like a torch. You even low on this Lord, so that bitch is either or. Yeah, I know them niggas ain't cut like that, I swear I'm to our core. Wait up, let me make a call right quick, I'ma start another war. I was hurting when she left, but I don't care about any part. I need a Vaseline like my Nina pump apart. Took a Zach, watch the dark. Matter of fact, like the dark. Any problem, let them come. We gon' snatch they soul like Shang Tsung. Put them out of service, keep them tools like it's all they free. Try to hope it's way too late. I'm headed straight to the safe. Throw that one up like a
JT on the track.
Fuck wrong with you, boy? You know what time it is, nigga. Better watch how you step in. Yeah. But that was my nigga. Yeah. I'm in you. Got my nigga Rawan with me. But that was my niggas, it'll be an honor. You know what I'm saying? Under commanding general, yeah. Straight off the top, I love all of my niggas. That shit ain't gon' stop till we on top and we ballin' my nigga. We be fly as fuck, you know them bitches be stalking my niggas. That shit'll never change and it's the same with all my niggas. City to city, I should be at home. That's what my ribs say. But bitch, I'm grown. I'm in these streets and closed caption. Niggas know we bout that action. If a nigga play with me, then my hockin' gon' let him have it. Hey, make you the shit, this truth the shit. Nigga play, I let that Ruger hit. Get on them tracks, they be like, who is this? I'm rude with it. Ain't got no manners. All them pussy niggas talking shit. Y'all know they can't stand us, but we UPK, Louisiana, bitch, that's what I'm rippin'. And my niggas solid number, real ones in my section. If you wanna get down, put your boots on, start stepping. Brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood. I lay my life down right now for all my sisters and brothers because I love them. I see them dapping and hug them. It's amazing to see how well we adapt from the struggle. Born again from a life of sin, trapped in the gutter. My mind frame was to kill my own kind. Feeling inferior, waking up ready to die. Run with them killers, so it's just a matter of time. For I take your life or let you take mine. That's when I realized the slaves killing slaves while the white man live to get old. We in them graves, shit got me feeling played. I opened the Bible, went through them records, found out we was royalty, a nation to be respected. But in this world we rejected, we hated for our complex. Still fighting to get accepted. We hear the truth and reject it, but love is getting corrected. And all my niggas correct me. The commandments, the foundation we erected. Brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. Hey, hey. Hey, hey. The bitch popping on the night shift. I'm one westward in the ice pick. On you rappers' necks and it's feeling like some vice grips. Yeah, that's light shit. Send my bro a kite quick. Ties a wall. We ain't forget about you, keep your light lit. Rappers can't see, most of them scared to witness. Go extensions, hood niggas that'll probably grip like some ninjas. Brothers on them fences. 23 and 1 out. Ran at that calorie. Bitches on the gram. Dog took the tongue out. Stay home cause they out the floor. They crying on whole rapping, my whole fabulous. Now I don't mean that derogatory, but I'm a player and just know my right. I got to count off. You see a smile on my face, but I'm not friendly. Go on my waist, sipping white Henny. I just hope this shit go right. And in the dark, you know, gotta have my heart and my boat. Playing on the spot, my whole life. I just hope this shit right. Living in the dark, you don't know lie. Gotta got my heart with my bow tie. Living in the sport in my whole life. My whole life. They drop anybody. They got me on the Sonic. Bomb atomic. Where you can find me. My fingers, the snotty, my wife, the simple hero, like Ricky Bobby. Got it. Oh. Black, they do it for half that. Hey, you like 90s Missy in a fucking trash bag. I'm from Philly, we don't do bank accounts, just cash app. I spit a verse and I just watch the time. So this guy, this that rappers. Tahoe Wall Street from Pablo. That's what I beat all like God. God, cause every verse is a concert. My mind work at speed y'all can't fathom. Listen to the words of a champion. You can't. The streets need another anthem. I just hope this shit go right. Living in the dark, you don't know lie. Gotta got my heart with my bow tie. Waiting on the squab in my whole life. I just hope this shit go right. Living in the dark, you don't know lie. Gotta got my heart with my bow tie. Living in this world in my whole life, my whole life.
Always sip on my own. Don't need you all in my song. Spend so much time alone while I'm riding strap on my chrome. Always sip on my own. Don't need you all in my song. Spend so much time alone while I'm riding strap on my chrome.
Been out of these streets, nigga trying to eat while I duck police. Own family stealing from me. I'm on the phone being pray, but white Jesus can't save me. Get him away from me. I don't know what to say. So many niggas hating me. Get him away from me.
Always sip on my own. Don't need you all in my song. Spend so much time alone while I'm riding strap on my chrome. Always sip on my own. Don't need you all in my song. Spend so much time alone while I'm riding strap on my chrome.
Always sip on my own. Don't need you all in my song. Spend so much time alone while I ride around with my chrome. Always sip on my own. Don't need you all in my song. Spend so much time alone while I ride around with my chrome. Tryna keep it on the true side, nigga. Laying low to play it cool, nah, nigga. Ass niggas on the team, I've been known to get the green ever since I was 2'5", nigga. Coop hanging out the roof, nah, nigga. Cause I ain't stunting on them. Put my whole team on so they ain't wantin'. When niggas doing bad, you know that they be hating on you. Get the hoping that you power, they be waiting on it. Bullshit get bread from the envy. Best friends get to looking like enemies. When you got it in this bank account empty. Perfect recipe to breed a lot of jealousy. Looking from a bird's eye view. Learn from everything I've been through. Told my baby girl, if you ain't spending life with the nigga, never let him put a dick up in you. Cause if a nigga wrong, I'ma check that shit. And when you paper long, never flex that shit. Told my son, when you getting money, never trick it to a bopper, flip it over, then invest that shit. Give a lot of game, trying to bless my kids. Gotta keep it real, that's the best shit. Got hitters up in Philly, back in Texas. When I get up on the track, yeah, I wreck shit.
Always up on my own. Don't need you all in my zone. Spend so much time alone while I'm riding strap on my chrome. Always up on my own. Don't need you all in my zone. Spend so much time alone while I'm riding strap on my chrome.
Always sip on my own. Don't need you all in my zone. Spend so much time alone while I'm riding around with my chrome. Always sip on my own. Don't need you all in my zone. Spend so much time alone while I'm riding around with my chrome.
I think we got a problem, got a problem.
Let's go. Get up. Stack club, baby. You hear that? You can't sit down to that. Okay.
Yo, what up, y'all? It's your boy, Sheik Luch, LOXD Block, Silverback. Hey, yo, right now I need to shout out the ISUPK classes.
I want to give a huge, big, humongous shout out to all the UPK schools.
Shout out to Black Watch, hosted by General Johanna. Word, I need y'all to check out Cross the Line Radio as well, man. They've been open all week from 7 to 9. They ain't shut down because of the corona, the COVID and all that. They rockin' strong, you know what I mean?
Think we got a problem, but really it ain't though. It's one of me and these bitches, I count about 3, 4. Think we got a problem, but homie just all talk. He ain't gon' pop a balloon with a pitchfork. Nah, think we got a problem in the club with this dog. Rude boys, dogs, ladies, everybody.
Hey, I'm just following orders. Let me get one of those slow motion pictures, bro. One of the slow motion pictures.
You gotta shoot at 60 frames per second.
Come on, that.
They say they wanna hit that raw shit. These niggas claiming that they bullshit. These niggas better move it cautious. As if they make the wrong move it cautious. You see me, they like, ooh, keep on shopping. I'm on my way up and they ain't gon' stop it. They say they wanna hit that raw shit. Coming up, I'm about to bullshit. They see me, they like, ooh, keep on shopping. I'm on my body, real niggas right beside me. Damn right, I brought my army, going up like a rocket. Can't nobody stop me. These niggas garbage, so watch your mouth, boy. Coming all black, slithering house, call me mouth, boy. I'm off the hip like a cowboy. I'm a king, you should bow, boy. So they like, damn, man, you cut up. Nothing I can handle. 144 in the booth, going Rambo. Niggas do you dirty like a stick in a bando. That's why I play the corner like a bum with a banjo. I'ma lead by example. Woo, keep on sobbing, got this bitch off the hand. Got this juice, got the drip, about to hit the bitch with the salt. It ain't rap, it's assault. Can't taste a bitch unless you with the coke. They say they wanna hit that raw shit. These niggas claiming that they bullshit. These niggas better move it cautious. As if they make the wrong move it cautious. One way, one way, one way, one way, one way.
this shit, lil nigga, I'm past veteran. Never feeling third, lil nigga, I'm past second. Guns, I gotta have them all like Ash Ketchum. Shotty break a nigga ribs up like his wife left him. We all steppin', kill you with kindness cause I'm dead nice. That 5'7" put you 6 feet, not talking height. That judge giving out 5, but you doing life. These hands are rude GPS, a mean right. That's mean right, we build different, you know the vibes. And we stamped it authentic, we notarized. I keep a 144 because I know a cod. Noah's Ark, you know I'm with animals when we flowin' by. We back again, no cap, when I'm with Cap again. Yeah, they say they want smoke until we matching them. Everything righteous, so you know when we get back at them, you get hit up with a K, but no acronym.
They say they wanna hear that raw shit. These niggas claiming that they bullshit. These niggas better move and coach shit. As if they make the wrong move and coach shit. You see me, they like, ooh, keep on shopping. I'm on my way up and they ain't gon' stop it. They say they wanna hear that raw shit. Coming up on my divorce.
I guess I should ride with Flex.
They talk about man. Oh, it's about time, so no curses to our enemies. You can try to run where you going, it's your destiny. You gotta fall, never rise, that's the melody. What you get the dog right, get another legacy.
If gotta do the shit, when I do it carefully. You can lose everything you own over jealousy. When I met her, I ain't never sweat her, I just let her breathe. You down, keep my foot on you, that's not my pedigree. At your throat, I done took her oath, I pray I never leave. I'm a different guy, you're surprised, tucked in my sleeve. Boy, you fucking stupid, soldier seat for some bloody bleed. True nation, cut the conversation, better keep it brief.
It's about time, so no curses to our enemies. You can try to run where you going, it's your destiny. You gotta fall, never rise, that's the melody. What you get to witness, don't begin another legacy.
It's about time, send them curses to them enemies. You can try to run where you going, this your destiny. You just gotta fall, never rise, that's the melody. What you get to witness, the beginning of a legacy. It's about time, send them curses to them enemies. You can try to run where you going, this your destiny. You just gotta fall, never rise, that's the melody. What you get to witness, the beginning of a legacy. That they don't wanna know, we tell them, they just won't believe. It's about the journey, I ain't worried, moving at my speed. Saying we ain't much to be desired, gotta disagree. Sorry, one of mine, then we spinning like rotisserie. Go against the odds, I'm ready, it's another victory. Cut different, niggas moving foul, where the referee. Moving like the military, something they ain't never seen. One West world for the people, this is what they need.
It's about time, so no curses to our enemies. You can try to run where you going, it's your destiny. You gotta fall, never rise, that's the melody. What you get to witness, the beginning of a legacy.
It's about time, send them curses to them enemies. You can try to run where you going, this your destiny. You just gotta fall, never rise, that's the melody. What you get to witness, the beginning of a legacy. It's about time, send them curses to them enemies. You can try to run where you going, this your destiny. You just gotta fall, never rise, that's the melody. What you get to witness, the beginning of a legacy.
Yeah. It's the ISUPK, home of the truth. This is a Tuesday night Brotherhood, Sisterhood class. I am Officer Matazi Allah. I will be holding it down tonight. We are the ISUPK, started out of 1 West Harlem, New York, 125th Street, under Commander General Yohana. And as I said, this is the, in case you looking at the background and like, this is an unfamiliar background. We are in our Delaware South School.
That's right.
So this is the first time that we're holding it down for the nation at our Delaware South location. So that's why the background looks a little different. All right. But all is well. We are one body, one spirit, and we are ISUPK under command of Journey Yohana.
Right.
All right. Now y'all know what today is, right? Today our oppressor is celebrating their so-called independence. All right. It's a so-called holiday for our oppressor. So I'm sure you all enjoyed, most of you anyway, you may have enjoyed the day off, you know, and I hope none of you are partaking in the shenanigans that comes along with this day. You understand? That I'm hoping that you can retain your spirit, that you do not succumb to the lust of the flesh. You understand? And hold your zeal and let your light shine, so that the Most High can see your good works. You understand? Because it's our actions that other people are watching that can win someone over to the truth and to this truth. You know, they're going to see whether you're going to partake in eating that hamburger and going to that cookout and you know, maybe you be dressed in red, white, and blue. You may have your you may have your little American flag and whatnot, and have you know, in all this madness that come along with this day. You understand? But if you were just refrain your spirit, you know what I mean, because you have the fear of the Lord. What is the fear of the Lord? What's the fear of the Lord? Anybody know what the fear of the Lord is? Oh.
When you follow the Lord's commandments and like respect him and you don't like disobey him.
Hold on 1 second. Let me make sure I can get you loud and clear, because I don't hear you in my ear, but okay, mic looks good. Speak up into that mic for me real quick.
So if you fear the
There we
Lord,
go.
that's like being afraid of the Lord if you like disobey one of his commandments. Like fear, like being afraid of like disobeying his commandments.
Well, I'm looking more towards what the Bible say the fear of the Lord is. Do you know the scripture, what we call the precept? That's a good answer. But do you know what the precept? Can you point me to it in the word? Where you don't have one for that? What about you, Trooper? You got one? Anybody got one for the fear of the Lord? It's real easy, because if you're like me, we all have a computer at our disposal. You understand? And all you have to do is punch it in that computer and punch in in your Blue Letter Bible app or whatever Bible app that you're using, and see what the fear of the Lord is. We have an answer in the chat. We have 2 answers in the chat. Mashamar, that we keep his commandments, right? The beginning of wisdom. Also correct. I just saw a hand in the class. Where'd she go? No sweat. All right. Give me Proverbs 1:7. The book of Proverbs, chapter 1 and verse 7. So this is what drove you all to be online tonight, to be in the classroom tonight, because you have the fear of the Lord, and that fear is evident in this. I'm getting ready to. Someone's going to read it right now. Ace, pass that mic back to your dad's table, Baba Shah. The water warrior. That both of them are on con.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 1, verse 7.
All right, let me get there. Let me screen share this real quick.
Count on the one card.
Go ahead.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 1, verse 7. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge.
Right.
But fools despise wisdom and instruction.
Right. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge. We also have another precept that we can go to. where in Psalms 111 and 10, if you go there for me, Baba Kasha, Psalms 111 and 10, because these answers in the chat are correct. They are correct. Go ahead. As soon as you get that, you can read it.
111.
Yep. Because let me see who got that. Hanayana. That's correct. Shapara. That's correct. Read that as soon as you get it. Baba Kasha. Let's be quicker.
The book.
Book of Psalms, chapter.
Yeah, as soon as whoever get it first can read.
111, verse 10.
Right.
The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom.
Is the fear of the Lord is what?
The beginning of wisdom.
That's the beginning of wisdom, man. And when you fear the Lord, what's fear? What's fear? What is fear? What it means to fear the Lord. Ace, give it a shot, Ace. Talk in the mic for me.
To fear the Lord means to, like, if you like disobey one of his commandments, like, you'll be scared, like of his wrath.
I almost want to give it to you, but it's kind of like opposite what you said. It's I almost want to give it to the young boy. I almost want to give it to you. I almost want to let your dad get it. He had his hand up. Let me see what your dad said. Let me see if your dad can get you right. Oh, go ahead. What's your name?
Silas.
Silas. Go ahead, Silas.
When someone doesn't obey the Lord, and they will be afraid of them.
So, all right. So, expound more on the doesn't obey. So, what are you doing then?
If you don't obey his commandments.
So what should you do?
Huh?
So what should you be doing?
Obeying his commandments.
Keeping his commandments. That's right. Give Silas a hand, man. Yo, look, these young warriors came prepared today. You understand? They are not ashamed to hop on the mic and give up the answer. And that is a direct result of training a child up in the way that he should go, right. That when he is old, he will not depart from this. This word is vital. This is our constitution. This book is our constitution. This Bible is our constitution. These laws, statutes, and commandments is what's going to govern us as a nation of people, and we ought to learn them. You understand? Have them in our spirit. Officer, was you going to say something different, or?
Well, sir, I was pretty much going to say the same thing. The fear of the Lord is to keep his commandments.
Right. Damn right. Y'all are all in one accord today. All right. So we're going to stop that right there. All right. So what should we be doing then today? What should we be doing? Go ahead.
As far as this holiday that they have,
right,
we should be separating ourselves and not celebrating.
Give me a precept. I like what you said.
One second, sir.
Shapara says respect, reverence. That's true. That's true. So, she was asking she was answering what was fear. Go ahead.
Okay,
because we're going to get into an example tonight of men that came before us, because whatsoever was written aforetime was written for our learning. All right, that through patience and comfort of the spirit of the scriptures we might have hope. Give me one. Make sure you just talk in the mic, because we got this fire alarm that's going off. So we got to, be loud, be direct. What you got?
This is Jeremiah chapter 10, verse 1.
Jeremiah?
Sir. Hear ye the word which the Lord speaketh unto you, O house of Israel. Thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven. Oh, Swaki, hold on. I went to the wrong one.
You. What question are you answering right now?
So this is supposed to be keep none of his ways. I was looking for the one that said, do not envy not thou oppressor and keep none of his ways. This will be
that's actually on my list. That will be Proverbs 3 and 31.
God, sir, I went to my wrong.
That will be Proverbs chapter 3, verse 31. Y'all can get that. But that's a good one. But I don't want to go there yet.
Okay, God.
Let's get me one in do you have one in Revelation that you may can pull? In the book of Revelation? Preferably around that 18th chapter.
Come on, sir.
Preferably around there, because
is it number 4? I mean,
verse 4.
The book of Revelations, chapter 18, verse 4. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people.
Do what?
Come out of her, my people.
Right. We should be coming out of the ways of this nation. We should be separate from the ways of this nation. We shouldn't be indulging in this 4th of July. You understand? Right. Because if you have any type of self-knowledge, if you had any type of empathy for your ancestors, you would know and understand that they were in shackles and chains on the 4th of July, 1776, when this holiday was born. You understand? We weren't a free people. That's why when you'll hear all the time that the men above us saying that the Constitution of the United States isn't written for everybody. It's not written for everybody. It's not written for you and me, those 12 tribes of Israel, that Blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians, because we were enslaved when that Constitution was written. Because if all men were created equal, then we should have had a say so in what this government formation, and we shouldn't have been slaves at the time of that. Hey, be careful with that, because those cans were bubbling, I think. So be careful with those cans. If there's any in there, I think they're going bad. Slocky. We were enslaved at this time. You understand? So if you had any empathy for your ancestors, you had any empathy for your relatives that came before you, you would do your due diligence and do your research and know, and don't celebrate these quote unquote holidays in ignorance. You understand? Because our condition wasn't the same as everyone else that was in this country. Our conditions were at a lower state. We're still in the Constitution. We're still on the books as what? 1/3 of a person, right? I believe. Get the sister on the mic. I can't hear. No. Yep. That's too loud.
3/5 of a man.
3/5? Is it 3/5? All right. All right. So we're still not looked at as even a whole person. You understand? Like, who can look at another person and say that and start to divide, just start to do math in their head and divide you up and say you are only this much of a human? When I look at you, I look at a whole human being. When I look at you, I look at a whole human being. When I look all around, I see whole human beings. You understand? I don't see 3/5 of a person or 1/3 of a person or whatever the case may be. I don't see it at all. You understand? Because I don't have that type of math in my eyes where I can just divide you as I'm looking at Officer Cahal right now. I'm analyzing. I'm just divided. I got some futuristic. These shades are like futuristic and can divide you and see how much of you is real. You understand? Like that's just madness to me. That's absolute madness. You know. So that scripture. Keep reading. It says what?
And I heard another voice from heaven saying, "Come out of her, my people."
Come out of her, my people. Who's his people? His people are those 12 tribes that we have on this sign. Right. The lost sheep of the house of Israel. These 12 tribes of Israel from Reuben all the way down to Manasseh, Zebulun, Issachar, Asher, Naphtali, Gad, Manasseh, Ephraim, Zebulun, Simeon, Levi, Benjamin, Judah. All 12 tribes are who this is referring to and who this is addressing to come out of Babylon. This is mystery. We are in the midst. If you are in America, you are in the midst of mystery Babylon. You are in the belly of the beast right now. Right. And you ought to be separate. You ought to be not like everybody else that's on this planet. You should your life should be lived in such a way that when you walk into a room, all eyes on me, like Tupac say, all eyes on me. You understand? Because your light should be shining just that bright that they have no choice but to see something different in you. To see that, oh, he's not the same as this cat ain't the same as everyone else. These brothers over here, man, that just walked into the club, they different. We might want to start treating them a little bit different, have a little bit more respect for these brothers. You understand? Because when real men step into the room, they demand respect. You understand? I'm talking to men because when the brothers go out, you know, what I mean, that's what we go out with. We go out with each other and we enjoy the nightlife together. You understand? and ain't nothing wrong with that. For those that may be in the chat or maybe in the online listening and be saying, "Oh, why are they going to the club? Why this? Why that?" You know what I mean? Yahweh Shai, he was accused of the same exact thing. He was accused of the same thing. The scribes and Pharisees said he eating with publicans and sinners. You understand? Why is he hanging with the publicans and sinners? Why is he hanging with them? You understand? Because these are the people that need the physician. Right. These are the people that need healing. These are the people that need hope. You understand? And we have a duty to these people. We are not like them purple guys. We are not like them. You know what I mean? We have empathy for our people. We do not look down upon our people. You understand? We come into a city, we give our people hope. When we go out there on them corners, we give our people hope. We don't be preaching at people. You understand? And that's why they had these unfortunate events that happens to them. That if you looked at Commander General Honda's show last night, but before that, General Muhammad had a class directly to these purple guys. You understand? Teaching them how not to get shot at. You understand? Like this is very important. And I pray that these purple guys took heed to the class. You understand? Because it's vital. It's vital for your life. So that you can hopefully one day wake up and come out of that madness and do what? Read Revelation 18:1 again, because they are the same thing that they need to come out of. Read it again.
It's like, yes, sir.
18:4, Slack.
And I heard another voice from heaven saying, "Come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sin."
Because there's much sin going on in the IUIC. There's much sin going on in that organization. Why? So why did you leave the original group? I left because there was much polygamy. Who does that? Like, who thinks like that? You understand? When our nation was founded from a man having 4 wives. You're going to frown upon your forefathers?
Right.
You're going to talk down upon your forefathers? How dare you? How dare you even fix your lips to say that? You understand? That shows that you do not have the spirit of Yahushua that to give you that wisdom. You don't have the fear of the Lord because you don't have any wisdom at all. You don't fear the Lord. And I urge and I continue with the supplication and the request of General Muhammad. Come out of that group. If you're involved in that group, come out of that group. Because in all these other fake Israelite groups, you understand? Because we are the home of the truth. We are the home of the truth. Here in the ISUPK under Command General Yohana, we are the home of the truth. There has not been another place established where the Most High is giving his word, the 100% breakdowns, all of it. You other guys talking about I don't have all the truth. Like why don't you have all the truth? If you want people to come to you, why don't you have answers for everything? How dare you? How dare you to even fix your lips against Commander General Yohana? You understand? So finish that out, Baba Kashab.
One time, sir. That ye be not partakers of her sins,
right?
And that ye receive not of her plagues.
None of her plagues. That shooting was a plague. That's a plague. That's called judgment.
Damn right.
That's called judgment. How dare you lay hands on the prophets of the Most High God? How dare you? How dare you fix your lips to say something against the prophets of the Most High God? How dare you? How dare you ungrateful children do that? Because if you walked out of here with that 12 tribe chart and all in the Lashuan Kadash and all that, you are an ungrateful child.
Right.
That's what you are. And you need to come begging back and the doors are wide open. like Commander General Yohana, look, it's no more brotherhood than Commander General Yohana. You can't get more brotherly than Commander General Yohana.
Right.
And he is teaching everyone under him how to be a proper brother and a sister so that we can become a nation of people again and not fear one another. You know what I mean? And not have that gripe against one another. You understand? Because like that goes on a lot in the black community. That's why we had what's that restaurant, that Polish hot dog spot in Chicago, where the brother hit the woman, and her son killed him, unalived the guy that hit his mother. You understand? That's why you have those type of conflicts, because you don't have any brotherhood. You don't have any sisterhood. You don't know how to respect one another.
Right.
You know what I mean? You need to be taught how to respect one another. You know what I mean? And the only place to do that is to come in and get under the teachings of the prophets of the Most High God.
That's right.
You understand? That's the only way to do that. All right. Matter of fact, give me while we talking about that, give me Jeremiah 51:6. While we talking about coming out of this nation, and then we're going to get into some things here, because we're gonna read about a good example of brotherhood and sisterhood. Well, yeah, brotherhood and sisterhood. Yeah, we're gonna give into a great example of that if we have time. Jeremiah 51:6. I think I write too many precepts down sometimes. Right. And as soon as you get, you got your hand up?
Yeah. So like I said, could we use also on the topic, can we use Matthew 10:5?
Matthew 10:5. What'd that say?
Book of Matthew, chapter 10, verse 5. These 12 Yahweh sent forth and commanded them, saying, go not into the ways of the Gentiles, and any cities of the Smyrna enter ye not, but go into the lost sheep of the house of Israel. And as ye go, preach, saying, the kingdom of heaven is at hand.
Now you want to use that to what? To show what? What are you showing with that precept?
Basically, not to go basically celebrate with the heathens. Basically, could you? It was just a question,
right? I wouldn't necessarily use that to explain not to be among someone, because that's telling. This is a commission telling you to seek out some people from among them, and the message is kind of different. You understand? In this precept.
All
right. The message is kind of different. The message in Revelations 18:4 is for this nation to come out of this world, this world society, this world system. You understand? The message here in Matthew 10:5 is Yahushua sending his 12 out to preach to and give the message to the lost sheep of the house of Israel. I mean, it would be, you could tie it in, but you got a shortcut you can take. You understand what I'm saying? But you can definitely tie it in if you got the time to explain, because you're going to have questions. You know what I mean? When you're bringing this precept out, you're going to have questions, and you're going to have to answer them accordingly. You understand? But there's a quicker route to get the understanding of what you're trying to portray. All right. Give me that in Jeremiah 51:6. As soon as you got it, whoever get it first.
Look at Jeremiah chapter 51:6.
We got to move.
Flee out of the midst of Babylon.
Right, because this place is Babylon. America is Mystery Babylon in Revelation. So from this day forward, when you read about in the book of Revelation, and you read about Mystery Babylon, you can just say America, all right? America and wherever else. We're gonna have the Feast of Tabernacles over across the pond. You know what I'm saying? Right. We're gonna have it across the pond. And them brothers are in Babylon over there, where they're at. You understand? This just happened to be the belly of the beast. You understand? But that beast has extended branches. You understand? And wherever our people are at, it's going to be Babylon. You understand? And we got to call our people out of that. Go ahead, read it.
And deliver every man his soul. Be not cut off in her iniquity.
Don't be cut off in her iniquity. You know, don't start to wave the American flag and you just celebrated Juneteenth, and now you got the barbecue pit all nice and hot with your steaks and your chicken on it, and you doing all kind of barbecue. You got your hamburgers and hot dogs on. I don't think they call them. The young folks tell me they call glizzies now. I don't understand it. Don't ask me. It is what it is. All right, but they say, but they say they're called glizzies now. So whatever. They're hot dogs to me. But all right, but I may just be a little bit older. I may be stuck. I may be stuck in my ways. You understand? Yeah, you know, they want to. They look. This is what's. If you ain't paying attention, like Cross the Line just got their channel straight. Commander General Hanna and America Watch have to police what they say. Y'all see the pattern of what's going on here in Babylon? Like you really have to be wise as a serpent and harmless as a dove. We literally have. Yahushua was spot on when he said it. You understand? And we literally have to be wise as a serpent and harmless as a dove, because we got to be the Yahushua taught us how to be master fishermen. You understand? And we got to learn how to fish our people. And if we have to go through some hula hoops and we got to do this and we got to break a left here and then make a sharp right, so be it. Whatever we have to do to get to our people, that's what we're going to do. You got your hand up? Go ahead.
God, so I just wanted to, echo what you were saying. Like, we have to become masters of saying something without actually saying it. So we can actually get around, all these restrictions, but still get our point across.
Right.
And that's exactly what being wise as a serpent but harmless as a dove, to where we'll say it, people will know exactly what we're talking about.
Right.
But we won't get that strike against our channel.
Right. Right.
Instead of saying, singling out a certain group, we know to say oppressor.
Right. Right.
We know to say, the majority of people who, operate Dunkin' Donuts. We'll know how to say something.
Right.
And talk about a certain, what do they say? A certain demographic, without actually calling out that demographic by the terms that's used in, modern day. We'll be able to go ahead and, get that off our chest. And speak truthfully without actually, getting that strike.
Damn right, Officer Cahal. And that's exactly what Yahweh Shai meant. You understand? And we understand the spirit of this book. You go into these other Israelite camps, they don't understand the spirit of this book. That's why they have these different breakdowns and different doctrines that they have. You understand? Because they don't have the understanding in the spirit of this book. All right, you can drop that in Jeremiah. I want to get to this. I want to get to this story in the Apocrypha because we may be there a while. In First Maccabees, Second Maccabees, chapter 6. Let me see. Let me try to stream it. We're gonna be in Second Maccabees chapter 6. We're gonna start at verse 18. My computer acting real slow right now for some reason. There we go. Come on. Soon as you get that, you can read it. We're gonna read about a man called Eleazar, who was a scribe. You know, understand? And this is an example of how to come out of her, how to have that fear of the Lord and actually represent it to the fullest, even unto death. You understand? Because you may be called to do just that.
Right.
Your life may be on the line for this work. You know what I'm saying? But you got to hold fast. You got to hold that line. You got to be you got to be sincere when it comes to this thing here. You understand? Because your life is in jeopardy. All the prophets' lives were in jeopardy. This is an unpopular message. Like if y'all haven't noticed, the world hates the Most High God.
Yeah, right.
like if you haven't noticed, like the world absolutely hates the Most High God. Why isn't this thing coming up?
Most High definitely has haters.
He has a lot of haters. You understand? And they despise his word because it cuts them.
Right.
It cuts them to the core. It puts their face in their life in a mirror.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They don't like what they see. You understand? Go ahead.
If I may, they not only hate on him, on the Most High, but they hate on us because we have the true and living God. Because they serve clay. You know what I mean? That's what they serve. They God don't do a daggone thing to them.
Right.
You know what I mean? If you ever read Bell and the Dragon, you know what I mean? They had to put trickery in order for their God to work.
Damn right.
But the Most High power, he's a living and a true God, and he actually has true power. And that's why that crafty counsel that they have in trying to make us stay away from our law, that's what they know to keep us on the bottom and them above us.
Damn right.
They hate us, man, and guess what? We should hate them like the Most High hates them.
Right. Damn right. Damn right. Damn right, Adawan. Like that's so true. Because look, don't let nothing keep you from the kingdom. Don't let nothing keep you from the rulership of that world to come. You understand? Go ahead.
Salaki. Don't let a glizzy on the day keep you from the daggone kingdom, man.
There you go.
Don't let one thing I just want to say this real quick. It's amazing that we here in this class and we got our young men in here with us. They not out down on Independence Hall somewhere in Philly or down in New York somewhere waiting for the fireworks to go off. You know what I'm saying? Because the people want to believe that our kids just gotta be around this type of stuff. But guess what? While them fireworks is going off, somebody gonna get shot, and y'all gonna see it on the news tomorrow.
Yo, look, like as a precursor to this, there was just a big incident in Baltimore where there was like 30 people or something like that shot. You understand? 26 people and 2 deaths and whatnot, and that was just brought out on last night's show also. So if y'all haven't watched Commander General Yohana's America on Fire, you need to be in tune with your news.
Right.
This is your news network. You understand? So that you can get news that pertains unto you. Right. So that you are not out of the loop. So that you are not in the what you call it. So you can be in the know-how.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that you can be well informed on what's to come. Like Commander General Yohana is about to do a lecture on it's about World War III. I don't know the exact name of the lecture. If somebody got it in the chat, they can put it in the chat. But Commander General Yohana is about to do a lecture and about World War III. How we're right on the precipice of World War III.
Right.
You understand? And that lecture will be going down in Chicago for the Midwest Fire Weekend. That's the end of this month in Chicago. All right. If you don't have your ticket, you don't have your hotel accommodations, make sure you get that. Right. Also, if you're trying to go across the pond to our brothers in the UK and sisters in the UK, make sure you prepare properly so that you can get your passports right and get your funds right. You understand? Right. You got to get your funds right because I believe they said it's like a 2,500. It's
about 2,500.
About 2,500. Get you there and back. All right. So if you want to have the Feast of Tabernacles over across the pond. That is going to be amazing. Just hearing them saying that they're going to be in the King James Castle was like sent shivers down my spine. Like wow, man, that was our brother. You know what I mean? That commissioned this Bible to be translated so that we can be woke today. You know what I mean? Right. If it wasn't for King James, we wouldn't be woke today.
Right.
You understand? Right. This Bible wouldn't be translated in a way that we can understand it and be woken up. Because these other translations, they take vital stuff out of the Bible.
Damn right.
You understand? But this brother kept it all intact the way that the Most High intended. You had your hand up?
Salaki, if I may, the brother put his life on the line.
Right.
Because they was trying to make it translated into Latin, which would have made it a whole bunch of love and gay speech. Oh,
good. Right.
Well, we got to be honest.
Right.
But
I think gay is.
We can say that.
If I ain't mistaken, I think gay is
gay speech. You know what I mean? And that's what it was going. It was going to be a whole bunch of Shakespearean type of talk from the Bible. But the English translated into the English kept it as close to the original,
you know
what I mean, as it possibly could.
And that was so needed, it being as close to the words of God as we can get.
Damn right.
You understand? Go ahead.
Salaki, sir, if I could. Didn't they even bash your brother after he died?
They
bashed him after he died.
They trying to say that he was of the LGBT.
The community.
Today he will be of the community. Right. And that's just not true. Yeah.
Right.
They was bashing. They try to discredit the brother. You understand? They even try to do like they did to the Yahweh Shah.
Whitewash
them. Make them into one of them. You understand? but he was a brother. You understand? And that's one thing you have to realize.
A brother with a George Jefferson fade too, boy.
You said with a George Jefferson fade.
Jefferson fade. You can't tell me. You can't make that. Like
Yeah. When I look at that picture of King James, right, he does look a little like George Jefferson.
That's hilarious.
Oh man. If y'all don't know about George Jefferson, you know what I mean. That's it's a show that came on TV called The Jeffersons.
Right.
And you may be familiar with their theme song that they say, well, we're moving on up.
Right.
You know what I mean? To the east side. And we finally got a piece of the pie.
We're talking about George Jefferson. We're talking about Sherman Hemsley.
Right. We're talking about George.
That Sherman Hemsley guy. I don't know something.
Right. For some reason, it just jumped me out of here. All right, give me that in 2 Maccabees chapter 6, start from verse 18. Baba Kashab.
So I'll take care of that for you.
No sweat.
The book of 2 Maccabees chapter 6, verse 18.
Mm-hmm.
Eleazar, one of the principal scribes, an aged man and of well-favored countenance, was constrained to open his mouth.
Right. So Eleazar, he was a scribe. He was up in age. He was up there in age. You understand? And if you're not familiar with what's going on, this was the time of the Maccabees where Hellenization was prominent. Hellenization was going on real strong right now. You know what I mean? They wanted everybody to be one people. You know, just like America today. Just like America today, we're all Americans. You know what I mean? That's why they want you all to wave the flag and want you all to be in one accord and in unison. But damn it, you got to stand out.
Right.
That's why we in ISUPK, we stand out.
Damn right.
And we say, hell no. Hell to the no. Right. Right. We like that's what we say. You know what I mean? So keep reading.
Was constrained to open his mouth and to eat swine's flesh.
And to eat what?
Swine's flesh.
Because that's what these nations know. As long as we can get them to sin against the Most High, sin against the laws, statutes, and commandments that was set forth in the law, in the books of Moses, you understand? Then we have a foothold in them. We got them. We can be on top of them forever. You understand? But Eleazar was like, no. Hold your peace real quick. Ace, keep going. Keep reading. Hold your peace. Hold your peace. Keep going.
Verse 19. But he, choosing rather to die gloriously than to live stained with such an abomination, spit it forth.
Listen, man, this is the zeal you have to have.
Right.
To not succumb to the peer pressure of those group texts. Happy 4th of July.
Good night.
Happy birthday. Yeah. Merry Christmas.
Right.
Happy New Year. You know what I mean? You got to be able to reel your spirit in. Reel it in. You understand?
Right.
Don't give your spirit to these people that wants to just get you to fall off. You understand? Go ahead.
Slagia, sir. Listen, man, let me tell you. When we and you brought it out, you know what I mean. I just want to add to it, man. When we understand that this daggone enemy that we going against knows how to keep us in the conditions that we're in,
right?
And if I could just bring out, and I don't know if he was going to bring this out, the Judith precept.
I didn't have that written, so
if I can get Judith chapter 5 and verse 20. I'm just going to read this real quick. And it says, now therefore, my Lord and governor, if there be any error in this people, and they now Salaki, if I may, before I continue on, this is our enemy, the Ammonites, kind of trying to figure out how to fight against the children of Israel.
Right. And the Ammonites today would be the Japanese. If y'all are online and don't know who the Ammonites are. Go ahead.
And if you read in Psalms 83, it says they have taken crafty counsel against thy people. So this is the crafty counsel that our enemies take against us.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that we don't know that we're the children of Israel.
Right.
That's right. That's why we think that we're African American.
Damn right.
We're black. We're something else.
Damn right.
So they took this counsel right here. And I'm gonna start from the top again. This is Judah chapter 5 and verse 20. Now therefore, my Lord and Governor, if there be any error in this people, and they sin against their God. They didn't say our God.
Right.
They said their God.
Damn
let
right.
us consider that this shall be their ruin.
Mm-hmm.
And let us go up, and we shall overcome them. So that daggone July 4th, that daggone New Year's, all these things, it's all plotted. It's all set up so that we can be against our God. Because they know that he's a jealous God.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And that's all I wanted to say. When you brought that up, man, that's just it. And it's more to that.
Listen, damn right. More to damn that. Right. That's exactly right. Like that. We got to be aware of the crafty counsel.
Right.
We have to be aware of the wiles of the devil.
Right.
Because they're gonna shoot you that. They're gonna shoot you that happy birthday text.
Yeah, they is.
They're gonna shoot it to you. Your family members are gonna shoot it. It's gonna be like Yahushua was so spot on when he said your enemies are going to be those of your own household.
Damn right.
Because that's the only people I got text from today with that nonsense. You understand? The only people I got text from was those of my household.
Right.
You understand? And it disgusts me. I just had to ignore the mess. I didn't even respond to the mess because they know where I stand.
Right.
They know exactly where I stand. Go ahead. They look like you bursting. Go ahead.
No, because there's something that gets up, and they know how to do it too. They real slick. They think they slick. They'll send it to your woman.
Mm-hmm.
They won't send it to you. They'll send it to your woman just to see if y'all on one accord. You know what I'm saying? So all y'all women out there that's in the truth.
Damn right.
Y'all don't respond either.
Damn
you know what I'm saying? Because they looking for you to see if you respond and see if there's a weakness or if there's a kink in the chain.
Damn,
you know what I'm saying? So you make sure that our women, y'all stay strong too, because they're gonna send those birthday wishes and those July 4th. Oh, hey, you can come to the house. I know your husband don't believe.
Right.
I know you ain't all like that.
Right. Oh, I just wanted to invite you to this little. We got this little trip we got planned, and it just happened to be around somebody's birthday. You all have to be wise in discerning these matters. You understand?
Right.
And you got to stand, and you got to be like Eleazar. You understand? Right. This man that we're about to read about, and this mother and her 7 sons that we're about to read about here in the book of Maccabees. You have to be like them.
Right.
Be steadfast unto death for the laws of your fathers, for the laws that you have been given, that you have been graciously given by commanding General Yohanan.
That's right.
That have been preserved by commanding General Yohanan. Because look, these laws haven't been preserved in the IURC. They have forsaken these laws.
Right.
You understand? They have forsaken them. And these laws have been upheld here in the ISUPK.
That's right.
All the laws of our forefathers have been upheld here in the ISUPK. Keep reading. Whoever's reading.
Khan, sir. Verse 19. But he choosing rather to die gloriously than to live stained with such an abomination spit it forth, and came of his own accord to the torment.
To the what?
To the torment.
Right. You got to be coming of your own accord to this torment, knowing that you're going to be going through the fire. Hey, listen, gold is tried in the fire.
Right.
You understand? If you go, you're going to be tried in the fire, and it's going to burn. It's going to hurt. You understand? But you got to have your mind. It's mind over matter at this point. Keep reading.
Verse 20. As it behooved them to come that are resolute to stand out against such things as are not lawful for love of life to be tasted, but they that had the charge of the wicked feast for the old acquaintance.
What kind of feast?
Wicked feast.
It's a wicked feast, man. Hey, Trooper. See me again real quick. The bottom. Keep on. This was a wicked feast.
For the old acquaintance that had with the man, taking him aside, besought him to bring flesh of his own provision. such as was lawful for him to use, and to make as if he did eat the flesh taken from the sacrifice commanded by the king.
Keep reading, man.
Verse 22, that in so doing he might be delivered from death, and for the old friendship with them find favor. Verse 23, but he began to consider discreetly, and as became his age, and the excellency of his ancient years, and the honor of his gray head, whereunto he was come, and his most honest education from a child, or rather the holy law made and given by God.
Look, you young men in here tonight, you young ladies in here tonight, do not take this for granted. You understand? Make this worth something. Make this mean something. This Eleazar, this scribe of the law, this meant something to him, and it meant something from his education, from the time he was brought up. You understand? So don't let this just go in one ear and out the other.
Right.
Apply it to your life. Apply these laws, statutes, and commandments into your life, and let it change you, and let it strengthen you to follow the Most High, no matter what may come, no matter who says what. You understand? You're going to be different, no matter who says what. Like, take pride in that difference. Like, take that as a badge of honor. Look, I ain't like the rest of you niggas. Salaki, but I'm not. You know what I mean? Y'all don't care about this openly. How can we say him? How can we call him?
Gay?
Yeah. I think we said we can use the word gay. Mm-hmm. This openly gay person, like you don't care what they do, but I do. I do care. You understand? Because this goes against what I was taught. This goes against what I believe.
Right.
You understand? And that's what they want. They want to desensitize you today to do not care, to not have any effect or any opinion whatsoever on the matter. You know what I mean? And once you get to that step where in that phase where you don't have an opinion, you better watch out. You better watch out if you don't have an opinion against sin. You understand? You might want to get in this book and start learning. All right? Keep reading.
Therefore, he answered accordingly. Salaki, let me switch pages.
No sweat. Take your time.
And willed them straight ways to send him to the grave.
Listen, this Eleazar was like, look, man, kill me. I'm not eating this swine's flesh. Kill me. I'm not okay with this guy marrying this guy. I'm just not. I don't give a damn. You kill me. All right? I'm just not okay with it. I'm not okay with you eating shrimp, crab, and lobster. Go ahead, sis. Give her the mic, Bakasha.
Okay. In verse 21, are they offering him like a kind of a way to make an out, saying if you bring your meat, you could pretend to eat the king's meat? I don't understand it.
Go back to verse 21. And read verse 21. Call.
Khan out of one concert. But they that had the charge of that wicked feast.
All right. So these are the people that's in charge of that wicked feast. All right. Keep reading.
For the old acquaintance they had with the man.
Now they used to be friends with this Eleazar,
right.
this scribe. You know what I mean? And so they knew him. They knew this man. They knew what he stood for. And some of your family members might know what you stand for, but they're not going to give a damn. You understand? Because they're going to send that text anyway, just to see what you're going to do. All right, keep reading.
Taking him aside, besought him to bring flesh of his own provision, such as was lawful for him to use, and to make as if he did eat of the flesh taken from.
So what this is saying is, these people right here that knew him wanted him to like fake it, fake like you ate some swine's flesh, but it's not really swine's flesh, but you can fake it so that because they had some sort of pity for this old guy. You understand? And they was like, just fake it, just act like you ate swine's flesh, but really it's chicken. You understand? Really it's steak. You understand? Bring what you usually eat and eat it. Go ahead. What you got?
So when they gave him imitation crab,
they didn't give him. They told him to bring. The meat. Read it again.
For the old acquaintance they had with the man taking him aside, besought him to bring flesh of his own provision.
Bring flesh what?
Of his own provision.
They told him to provide his own meat. So he would this guy wouldn't go get imitation crab.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because that's still unlawful. You know what I mean? That he wouldn't go do that. Like, you shouldn't go do that if you are an Israelite today. You shouldn't use imitation. You should abstain from the appearance of evil. First Thessalonians, I believe that's First Thessalonians 5:22. I think I had that written down in my notes. First Thessalonians 5:22, for those that know what I just quoted, abstain from the appearance of evil. You know what I mean? So no, it wouldn't be imitation crab. No. They told this guy, this brother, this elder, this older man in this truth, to go and get what he eats. You know what I mean? Keep reading. Bring flesh of your own possession. It's provision. It says, meaning provide your own. What provision mean? Somebody look that word provision up real quick.
One second, sir.
Real quick. Just look that word provision up. Let's not just glance over these words and act like we know what they mean. We're gonna really get to know what they mean. So we're gonna look them up because we got a computer on our head. You understand? We got a computer at our access. These smartphones are computers, and we ought to utilize them as such. You understand? And they got dictionaries in these things. All right, so we got to use them. Be wise as a serpent and harmless as a dove. Go ahead, you got that? Go ahead.
Provision, the action of providing or supplying something for use.
Damn right. And he supplies something for his use. They told him to supply something for his use. Mm-hmm. Right. He's not going to go get swine's flesh or imitation swine's flesh. He's going to go get something because he's willing to look. The backdrop of the story: this brother is willing to die for what he believes.
That's right.
You understand? So he's not going to go get anything that's unlawful, or even have the appearance of being unlawful. You understand? Keep reading. Or verse 21, so we can answer sister question.
Such as was lawful for him to use.
Say that again.
Such as was lawful for him to use.
Say that one more time.
Such as was lawful for him to use.
Say that one more again.
Such as was lawful for him to use.
Such as was lawful for him to use. All right. Does that answer your question, sis? Or do you need further explanation?
Nah, sir.
That's Most High in Christ. Finish it out and then go back to wherever you were. Finish that verse up.
And make as if he did eat of the flesh taken from the sacrifice commanded by the king.
Right. So these people that knew this brother had empathy for this brother. They had compassion for this brother. They didn't want this brother to just, like he was willing to do, give his life. You know what I mean? They didn't want that. But this brother had so much zeal for the Most High, he was willing to give his life. And he actually, as you're going to read, gave his life. Keep reading.
And so, like, sir, you said go down back to verse.
Back to wherever you stopped at.
Mm-hmm. And will them straightways.
Tell them where you at.
Oh, Salaki, sir. That is, and I'll start from the top, 23. But he began, and this is 2 Maccabees chapter 6, verse 23. But he began to consider discreetly, and as became his age, and the excellency of his ancient years, and he honored of his gray head, whereunto he was come, and his most honest education from a child, or rather the holy law made and given by God. Therefore he answered accordingly, and willed them straight ways to send him to the grave.
So he didn't comply with this out that they was giving him. He was like, nah, kill me. He didn't take this out. He didn't act like he was obeying the king. And you ought not to act like you're obeying the king.
Right.
You understand? You got to stand firm, and so everybody that's on the outside can know that you did not waver. You did not, listen, you stood firm on those laws, statutes, and commandments that you was taught as a child. Go ahead.
Salakia, that's so heavy that you brought out that verse in Thessalonians, because a lot of I'm seeing a lot of rappers that actually promote a lifestyle that actually crushes our people and takes them further from where they need to be. They don't even follow. So they'll give the appearance of evil, like you said. Like, they'll pretend to smoke all this weed. They'll pretend to do all these drugs, drink lean, live a lifestyle where they're, murdering and killing. But they know that's not good for them, but they'll give that appearance of evil. And brothers and sisters actually follow that, thinking, it's okay to do because these successful rappers do it. This brother Eleazar did not do what a lot of these rappers like Future will do. He's drinking like these healthy drinks, but he's telling brothers and sisters that he's on lean. So that's perfect what you brought out. So.
Damn right, because Eleazar valued his reputation in his truth. You understand? He didn't want to stain his reputation in this truth. And you don't want to stain your reputation in this truth.
That's right.
You don't want to fake it till you make it. You know what I mean? Don't do that. Don't be that type of person. Damn right. Like, don't be that type of person. That fake it till you make it type of person. You understand? All right, keep reading.
Verse 24. For it becometh not our age, said he, in any wise to disassemble, whereby many young persons might think that Eleazar, being 4 years old and 10.
80 years old and 10. How much is that? And let me get a young man to answer that, so I can teach y'all biblical math. I'm gonna teach y'all biblical math right now. I'm gonna teach you biblical math right now. 80 What's that? Somebody, come on, somebody. Somebody got it. I know somebody got it. This is biblical math. What's 80? How old was Eleazar? That's the question. If you got it in the chat, I'm teaching you biblical math too. Answer in the chat. I'm not going forward till somebody tell me how old Eleazar was. 80. Don't nobody tell these young men this in this class tonight. And if you're in the chat, whoever gets it first, I'm gonna proceed them forward first. Tyrone Holland.
Yeah, he got it. It's too late.
He got it. 90. Damn right. So that means what? All right. So let the young men teach. What does 80 mean? If the answer is 90, what does 80 mean? When you read it in the Bible, what does a score equal? It's 80. So what does a score equal? If 4 of them is 80, what does a score equal?
What does a score equal? 20.
A score equals 20.
That's right.
Damn right. Give him a hand. This brother loves math. He's going to be excellent when it comes to counting money. All right? That's exactly right. 80 and 10 is 90. This brother was 90 years old, holding fast to what he was taught. Right. You understand? This ought to encourage you all. Like you don't have to go out here and light up that damn firecracker and these damn fireworks and everything else that everyone else does that they say gives them pleasure. You don't have to seek the pleasures of this world. Right. You can hold fast to what you was taught and how you was raised and die with some type of integrity. You understand? Don't compromise what you have been given by Commander Junior Hanna. Right. At all. At all. Not one least bit. Do not compromise it. The water, Tyrone Holland, for answering that question. That's right. That was definitely on point. A score in biblical math is 20. All right, I'm gonna teach y'all biblical math right now. A score is 20. So 4 score means 4 times 20, which is 80. 4 score and 10 equals 90. All right. So that means this brother Eleazar, this scribe, our forefather, was 90 years old. Keep reading.
Salakia, let me get there in 1 second.
No sweat.
Being 80 years old and 10, we're now going to a strange religion.
Right. He didn't want his reputation to be like, this nigga was 90 years old. He left his God.
Right.
He didn't want to stain the Most High's reputation like that. You all have to be able to have the same zeal for the law, statutes, and commandments of your fathers.
Right.
Go ahead.
Salakia, that's like being raised in the truth, and then you get to 90 years old, and then you just leave ISUPK.
Just leave. Like, what you doing?
Right.
What are you doing?
Right.
You're going to leave a stain for everyone that have been following you, that have been looking up to you all these years. What are you doing? What have you been doing for 90 years? So you mean telling you was faking it till you make it for 90 years? I don't know a nigga that can do that. Sloppy. Go ahead.
That's like how the scripture says you are better than the ancient. The ones that come after, because you fell off, doesn't mean the one that comes after you is going to fall off. The one that comes after you is going to be better than the one that did fall off, because they learned from their mistakes. And we're going to be better as we continue to move forward.
Damn right, man. Listen, man. I hope you all are listening. We still got 23 people on this live. Like, take this in account, man. This brother, he valued something. He valued this truth. He valued the Most High's reputation. He feared the Most High. Like we started off talking about the fear of the Lord. What is the fear of the Lord? And this guy, this Eleazar had wisdom. You understand? He had wisdom.
Yeah, right.
Because his fear didn't allow him to make any stain on the Most High's name. All right? Keep reading. Salah. We're not going to get to that woman and them 7 brothers, but I know we got to. But we're gonna try. All right, let's go. Keep reading.
Verse 25. And so they, through mine hypocrisy and desire to live a little time and a moment longer, should be deceived by me.
Oh my God. Read that again. That's so heavy that this brother just said.
Right.
I hope y'all got it. I hope y'all paying attention to what Eleazar just said here in verse 25.
And so they, through mine hypocrisy.
Meaning he knew, he had it on his conscience that he wasn't going to lead the masses to death because he was a hypocrite. Keep reading.
And desire to live a little time and a...
Just because I want to live a little time, I'm 90 years old, damn it. Just because I want to live a little bit more, I'm going to be a hypocrite? No. Keep reading.
And a moment longer should be deceived by me, and I get a stain to mine old age and make it abominable.
This brother, somebody get me a good name is rather to be chosen in Proverbs. Salaka, this is off the head right now. Salaka. I don't know where it's at, but I know that's what it says at the beginning of it. A good name is rather to be chosen.
Yes, yeah. Proverbs 22:1.
Go ahead. Yeah, I knew it was at the beginning too. Go ahead. Proverbs 22:1. For those of you that are at home. The book of Proverbs, this is what Eleazar had in mind. This is what Eleazar knew. All right. This is what Eleazar knew, because this at the time of Eleazar, these scriptures were written aforetime.
Right.
And was written for his learning at this time. All right. These scriptures that we're about to read, this verse that we're about to read, had already been written. So this was already established. Keep reading.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 22 and verse 1.
Uh-huh.
A good name is rather to be chosen than great riches.
Eleazar knew that his name was important.
Right.
His reputation was important.
Right.
Rather than riches. You can drop that, Slock it. But you can, that was what again?
This is Proverbs chapter 22 and verse 1.
That's Proverbs chapter 22 and verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, man, look, y'all at home, your reputation is important.
Damn right.
Don't shame this school.
Right.
Don't shame the Most High. Don't go living 90 years and then be a hypocrite. Don't do that. Go ahead.
Salaya, you can if you want to, and we're gonna do a class about you.
We're gonna learn from your ass. Exactly right. Salaki, we will definitely learn from your ass. Right. Your ass will be written in these records. And we will be reading about your simple ass.
Right.
All right.
We're gonna talk about Mr.
We're gonna talk about exactly. We're gonna talk about that Salakia brother. Like Captain Zion always said, don't be the Salakia brother.
Right.
Don't be the Salakia brother. Right. Don't be the Salakia sister. Salakia, but I had this. But Salakia, but I had that.
Right.
Salakia, but I'm at the slave. Salakia, it's always Salakia. Salakia. Listen, look, it's going to be written down. Everything's written down, man.
Damn right.
Everything is written down. Don't be that person.
Right.
Or we'll be reading about you. We will be reading about you. But have some type of integrity. Have some type of pride within you to not shame the Most High, not shame His name. You understand?
That's
have
right.
some type of pride within you to not shame your own name. Damn it. Period. All right, keep reading. Wherever you're at.
We are on verse 26.
Uh-huh.
For though for the present time I should be delivered from the punishment of men, yet should I not escape the hand of the Almighty.
Like this brother knew that there was something after death. This brother knew that full well that look, it don't stop here just because they may take my body. They may take my body, but it doesn't stop here. There's something after this. A lot of you live your life like that. What's that? The YOLO. You only live once.
YOLO.
Nah. They lying to y'all.
Right.
They lying to y'all. You don't only live once. You don't. You absolutely don't. Go ahead. I thought you had your hand up.
Oh, no, lie.
Oh, okay. You don't only live once. There's a thing called the resurrection. There's a thing called regeneration that the Bible teaches. The Bible teaches regeneration. That's why Elijah, if Yahweh Shai said, and if you will receive it, John the Baptist is this Elias.
Mm-hmm.
I the one just taught that class on Monday. When he read that scripture.
Killed it.
Damn right. If you all have not seen Officer Thashiam's his slideshows that he does on Mondays, you all need to tune in to Officer Thashiam's classes. He does an awesome job with these slideshows. Right. And he just did a slideshow on Elijah and Enoch on how they died. Right. All right. Go ahead.
Throw out a warrior. It's actually it's called PowerPoints.
Okay.
So they're PowerPoints. And the reason why we put those PowerPoints out there is so people can go back and they can analyze it. But one thing you're bringing out, which is heavy, and it's true. Yesterday, we brought out the fact that in order for Elijah in order for John the Baptist to put forth what he had to put forth, and remember, the scripture says, what's that? Malachi 4:1, it says, behold, I will send my messenger, and he shall prepare the way for me, and the Lord whom you seek will suddenly come into the temple. So in order for that scripture to come and be fulfilled, Elisha had to die. He had to die. Right. He had to receive judgment. And then by receiving that judgment, the judgment was when he came back. And Salakia, you go, sir.
No.
What, somebody else had their hand up?
Yes.
Don't worry about it. Keep reading. Okay. Tawada, Officer Thashiam. That was Officer Thashiam right there. If you are not in tune, be in tune to Delaware South, ISUPK Delaware South, Monday and Wednesday from 7 to 9. Officer Thashiam does excellent PowerPoints, as he graciously corrected me. They're not called slideshows, they're PowerPoints. And these are they will definitely give you some power and understanding when you reach these points that he has brought out. You understand? So the water to you, sir, for that correction. Keep reading.
Verse 20, Salakia. Okay, we're still on verse 26, and I'll start from the top if that's Tawab.
Go ahead.
Verse 26, for though for the present time I should be delivered from the punishment of men, yet should I not escape the hand of the Almighty, neither alive nor dead. Wherefore now manfully changing this life, I will show myself such an one as mine age require.
Right. This like that's a powerful statement that he said. He said what he did was took upon himself. He said, manfully, I'm going to show you all an example that you all can follow. Basically, paraphrasing what he just said. I'm going to show you all an example what you can follow manfully right now. As one that's my age. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna face whatever I have to face. I'm gonna face it manfully.
That's right.
All right. And that's what we all have to do. We all have to face whatever we have to face manfully. If you're a man and if you're a woman, you have to face yours womanly, I guess. So but I haven't seen that phrase written in the Bible, but I guess it applies. But I guess womanly. All right, keep reading.
Verse 27, Salakia, verse 28, and leave a notable example to such as be young to die willingly.
Oh my God. Read that again.
Count out of one count.
And
leave a notable example.
And leave a notable example. Like this is an example that stands out. You ain't gonna have to look it up. It's gonna stand out to you. This example that we have that he's giving you right now, that we reading about in the book of 2 Maccabees chapter 6, it stands out. All right, keep reading.
And leave a notable example to such as be young to die willingly and courageously for the honorable and holy laws.
Right. You got to die honorably and courageously for the laws, statutes, and commandments of your forefathers. Listen, man. This is your culture. You want to die willfully and courageously for your culture, not for somebody else's culture. You don't want to go out here and because you're celebrating the 4th of July, dying in a hail of gunfire for somebody else because you're celebrating somebody else's culture.
Right.
I'd rather die for celebrating my own culture.
That's right.
You understand? And that's what this Eleazar was giving. This is an example he was giving. Damn right for whoever clapped, because that's exactly what was needed. You understand? Because that was a powerful point. Like you don't want to die for somebody else's culture. You rather die for your own culture. You understand? Die for what you believe in, not for what somebody else believed in and what somebody else profit off of your backs for. You understand? Like, why are you dying for that? Why are you dying defending that?
Right.
You're a fool. You're a fool if you're doing that. If you out there defending the 4th of July, you're a fool.
That's right.
And you need to be spoken to. You need to be woken up. You need to come to the realization that this is not your culture. You have a culture that is precious, that you can die for. Go ahead.
If I may, and I'm pretty sure, let me know, I'm pretty sure you're going to get on that. But didn't the Most High say he hate and despise your daggone feast days?
I wasn't able to get that was one of my scriptures, but like I said, I know I'm not going to be able to get to everything that I have written down.
But if
you may, can you please go there?
Come on, sir.
Can you please go there? Because that's an excellent point. That's an excellent point right now, because the Most High, if you're fighting and you dying for somebody else's feast days, the Most High hates it too. And he's probably the one that's killing your dumb ass. Salak.
What's your dumb ass?
Salak. But the scripture says, there be angels that are created for vengeance, and they will leave sore. I'm paraphrasing,
right?
But it will leave sore punishments or what have you. That's in that pocket for somewhere. I know it's in there. You know what I mean? I'm paraphrasing it, but I know it's in there. It's in Ecclesiasticus. I can even get you to the book that it's in. But I just can't point you right now to the chapter that it's in. But if you give me to the end of class, I will have the chapter for you. Go ahead. Bring that out.
This is the book of Amos, chapter 5 and verse 21. I despise.
What?
I hate.
Who's speaking right now?
The Most High Power.
This is the Most High speaking right now, saying to you all that he hates and that he what?
I despise your feast days, and I will not smell in your solemn assemblies. Salaki, you mean to tell me all that good barbecue? That he not trying to smell that good barbecue?
It ain't good barbecue to him.
Good night.
It's not good barbecue to the Most High.
Damn right.
That shit stinks. Salaki. That shit stinks.
It smell like
what the hell? Who just farted?
It smelled like death.
Right, who did that? Who broke when? Like, right, calm, sir.
Right.
Who broke when? Like, who did that? Like, what the hell is that? Oh, shoot.
Right.
That's how it smells to the Most High.
Right.
Like he's covering up. He's trying to get away from that smell.
Right.
Because he don't likes the smell of that what you're burning up. And you think you're doing a good thing, and you'll even pray. You all will even come y'all before we eat. Come on, y'all. Let's join hands and let's pray.
No.
Let's pray. But the Most High ain't hearing those prayers.
He's praying over.
What are you praying over? Go ahead.
It's like if I could. It's like looking out the window and seeing your child doing something they're not supposed to be doing, but you're not saying nothing. You're just watching. The longer you watch, the madder you get.
Uh-huh. Damn right. Damn right. What am I supposed to be finding right now? I'm slipping. I'm looking at it.
We already got it. We got it.
You got it?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Well, Amos 5:21. We just read it.
What is it? No, I'm Ecclesiasticus. Something in I'm looking for something in Ecclesiasticus. What is it?
Punishment. I think that was the word you threw out.
What is it?
Sore punishment. Something.
Oh yeah, there be angels the water, sister. The water. There be angels that are created for. There be angels that are created for vengeance.
Right. That's what I'm talking about, Mataziali. Kill it. Kill him.
The water, y'all. The water out of water. There be angels that are created for vengeance and will. There are spirits. What's this? What chapter is this? Give me Ecclesiasticus chapter 39, verse 28. Let me see if somebody got it in the chat. Nope, y'all were late. See, y'all supposed to be in the class now. Y'all were in the class.
This is the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 29. Chapter 39 and verse 28.
Uh-huh.
There be spirits that are created for vengeance.
There be spirits that are what?
Created for vengeance.
Uh-huh.
Which in their fury lay on sore strokes.
They lay on sore strokes. These spirits are created for the Most High's vengeance. Go ahead.
Salagia. In the time of destruction, they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them.
Right. You had something. You seem like you had something you want to say. Oh, okay. No sweat. This is what happens. This is coming from the Most High right here.
Right.
All right. This is coming from the Most High. This is the Most High's vengeance. These spirits are appeasing the wrath of who made these spirits? The Most High made these spirits. These spirits wasn't made of man. The Most High made these spirits.
Right.
And they appease his wrath. Because see, that's the creator of us all. That's who we ought to fear. The Father we fear.
Right.
All right. The Father we fear. And they pour out sores. What it says, and pour out. Where it says sore strokes in the time of destruction. They pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them. All right, go ahead, sister.
A friend of mine, they got chased down an alleyway by a dog, and they said the dog was so close to their face that they could smell his breath and see his teeth. The first thing I thought of was verse 30, where it talks about the teeth being able to rip and destroy. I hate that thing.
No, we need it. We need it because those at home need to hear you.
Salakia. I was talking about a time a friend had mentioned being chased down an alleyway by a dog. They cut through someone's little back cutway, and the dog chased them down, basically pinned them to the floor, and they could smell the breath of the dog and see the teeth. And what I was thinking was, maybe you just needed a wake-up call, but I was thinking of verse 30 where it says,
Okay. So I don't want to speculate as to what your friend was into.
I don't know either.
So why don't you read? So why don't you read from verse 29 and read down to verse 30? While you have while you have the mic, why don't you read from verse 29 and read down to verse 30?
This is the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 39 and verse. You said 29, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 29. Fire and hail and famine and death, all these were created for vengeance.
Right. So when you see these wildfires in California and look, Canada just had a big one, right? Canada just had a big wildfire that we felt the effects of for weeks here in the United States. Because I don't know about you all, but I had a notice on my phone talking about how the quality of air was real bad.
Yeah.
Here in where I'm at, we're in Smyrna, Delaware right now, and it can't. This is in Canada. You understand? So that wildfire had an effect even here in Smyrna, Delaware. So with fire and hail and famine and death, all these were created for vengeance. Keep reading that now, verse 30. To your point, for these dogs.
Verse 30. Teeth of wild beasts.
Teeth of wild beasts. A dog can be. Listen, I love the National Geographic Channel, and for some reason, I am attracted to the wild dogs as in Africa. For some reason, I'm just astonished by how these dogs can survive and how they just tear the meat off, and they run their prey down.
Mm-hmm.
They chase their prey down and run them down till they're exhausted because they have so much stamina. They run them down till they're exhausted, and they just start eating them right there while they're alive.
Wow.
While they're alive. And that's just like the teeth of these wild dogs here in the spirit realm today. They will eat you up while you are yet living. While you are living, they are going to tear pieces off your flesh and keep ripping at you. Like you can learn a lesson from nature, whether you know it or not. You can learn a lesson from nature, and it would behoove you if you paid attention to nature.
God,
all right?
Oh my God.
Keep reading.
Teeth of wild beasts and scorpions, serpents and the sword, punishing the wicked to destruction.
Punishing them, not them. I'm not going to say them.
The wicked.
The wicked, exactly, sis. Punishing the wicked to destruction. Like I said, I'm not going to speculate on what your friend might have been into.
God, oh my God. The Lord got hold to me.
But the word speaks for itself. All right. Give me. Let's finish out. Salakia out of wine, but we are not going to get to this.
Nope.
The woman and her 7 sons.
No sweat.
And I definitely had it on the list, but we are not going to get to them tonight. Keep reading. Let's finish this story out.
You want me to start 31?
What verse were we on?
We're on 30.
You want to go Ecclesiastes 29? You want to keep it at 39?
We were on 39 and 20.
We on 39 and 30.
I think let's do verse 29. I think we read verse 20. 28, I believe. And leave a notable example. Let's start with verse 28.
Sir. The book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 39, verse 28. There be spirits that are created.
No. Second Maccabees.
Oh,
chapter 6, verse 28. Salakia.
I'm right there. This is the book of Second Maccabees, chapter 6 and verse 28.
Mm-hmm.
Let there be no battle.
6 and 28.
Salakia.
That's right.
I got it, sir.
You got it. Go right ahead.
The book of Second Maccabees, chapter 6 and verse 28. And leave a notable example to such be young to die willingly and courageously for honorable and holy laws.
Right. This is the example that Eleazar was setting to lead that example for those that came up behind him to die willingly for those laws. Keep reading. For those holy laws.
And when he had said these words, immediately he went to the torment.
Right. After he said that, then he started to experience what the oppressor had in store for him. All right. Keep reading. 29.
Verse 29. They that led him changing the good will that they bear him a little before into hatred.
All right. So breaking this down. Those same niggas that was telling him to bring whatever he want and make it act like, and that just act like you were sacrificing swine's flesh. You can bring what you want, but just act like you were sacrificing swine flesh. These same wicked Negroes did what? Verse 29 again.
They that led him changing the goodwill.
Changing the goodwill. Like they had goodwill, they had good intentions, but that shit changed. That shit changed like instantly because they feared the king more than they feared the Most High. You understand? And we ought not to fear the king. We ought not to fear man more than we fear the Most High.
Right.
We ought not to do that. And Eleazar gave us this example physically in the flesh of that, of how we are not to fear man more than the Most High. Keep reading.
Bear him a little before into hatred, because they foresaid speeches proceeded, as they thought from a from a desperate mind.
Right. They thought when they spoke these things, they thought he was thinking this stuff. I was about to say something else. But they thought he was thinking this stuff, but they didn't know Eleazar's mind. They didn't have this mindset that Eleazar had. Eleazar had a different mindset. They thought they were speaking Eleazar's mind when they suggested to him that he can bring whatever he wants to bring and just act like he's sacrificing or eating swine's flesh. Keep reading.
Verse 30. But when he was ready to die with stripes, he groaned and said, it is manifest unto the Lord that hath the holy knowledge, that whereas I might have been delivered from death, I now endure sore pains in body by being beaten, but in soul am well content to suffer these things, because I fear him.
Right. No matter what's going on my outward flesh, no matter what I'm enduring right now in my body, no matter the pains that I'm enduring physically, I know in my spirit, I know in my soul that I am pleasing the Most High, and I'm willing to go through whatever I have to go through in my flesh, because I know that there's something more to come than just physical death. Go ahead, sis. So if Maria Kwam, can you get that mic for her so we can hear her? Oh, she got it. No sweat.
At the last portion of the verse, it says, because I feared him. And when you started out, Salaki, if I may, you asked us what was the beginning, or what did fear mean?
Damn right.
Yeah, and it all comes back to that.
Damn right. It all comes the water. Get a sister, man. She is in the class tonight. She is in the class tonight. It all comes full circle. It all comes full circle to the very first scripture that we read about what is the fear of the Lord. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom.
Nice.
All right? It's the beginning of wisdom. That's the fear of the Lord. All right? And the water to the sister for that, because that is definitely full circle on the class tonight. Keep reading.
Verse 31.
The water to Panayana. Go ahead.
Verse 31. And thus this man died, leaving his death for an example of a noble courage and a memorial of virtue, not only unto young men, but unto all his nation.
Say that last part again. That's very important.
Kanadawan Khan. And thus this man died, leaving his death for an example of a noble courage and a memorial of virtue, not only unto young men.
Not only unto the young men, but what?
But unto all his nation.
But unto all his nation. Meaning you blacks, Hispanics, Native American Indians.
Right.
He left this example unto you to follow. And unto you, you must follow. You understand? We are to follow the example of Eleazar that's written in the book of 2 Maccabees chapter 6, starting with verse 18 to verse 31. We ought to suffer what we need to suffer to gain the kingdom, to gain what's to come after this life. Fearing the Most High rather than we fear men. Like we ought not to fear man more than we fear the Most High. If you fear man more than you fear the Most High, then something's wrong. You have lost the battle already. All right? You have lost the battle already. Any questions in the class? What's that? It says 8:58. Okay. We're definitely not going to get to the woman and her 7 sons in the book of 2 Maccabees, chapter 7. But if you all want to read about this, another example, because this is a brotherhood and sisterhood class, and it's lock you to my sisters, because you all need to see the example that this sister has set. The standard that this sister has established in these records that we call the Bible. All right, you all need to see the example that she have established, and because it is very, 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 very vital to the understanding and the psyche of our sisters. All right, these examples that are written, everything. Like I said, I quoted before in the Bible, in this book, whatsoever things are written aforetime were written for our learning. It wasn't written for nothing. They were written for our learning, that through patience and comforts of the scriptures, we might have hope. And what this woman endured and her 7 sons was written for our learning, that through patience and comforts of what was written in 2 Maccabees chapter 7, was written for our learning, right? That through patience and comforts of what was written, we might have hope. All right, and we can learn from that example that they set. You understand? All right. And with that, I'm going to turn the class over to Priest and Officer Isaiah Wolf.
That's right. All right. Well, sign, get that brother another hand. Increase the confidence. That thing, boy. Sign crazy, man. All right. Rules for new brothers and sisters. When a new brother or sister comes into the class, into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are here to be saluted only. They are here to learn and check themselves in the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, they are to seek counsel. Tithes, which is a commandment. Numbers 18:21, Malachi 3:18-10. 8-10. Aisha, which in the Hebrew means 10. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you. Of course, you want to give to the community during Hana or your school. You know what I'm saying? Free will offering is for priests. It's not mandatory, whatever amount, or as Tyler like to say, Bob and she would like you did.
Right.
You know what I mean? Upcoming holy convocations. We got the Feast of the Blowing of the Trumpets coming up here. Salakia.
Right there, September 15th.
September 15th. Friday, September 15th. You know what I mean? Make sure that y'all are in attendance in your schools, so on and so forth. Remind if anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, to start wearing all black boots, shirt, headband, and scarf. And with that being said, men of Israel, amazing. We're gonna give one courtesy salute to the men. Men of Israel, Mike Shabbat, amazing. Barak, Yahweh Hashem Yahshua Barakathon. Yes, Messiah. Sorry. We're gonna turn to the sisters. Sisters amazing, which means to stand. We're going to get a sisters one courtesy salute. All right? Men of Israel, Amayim Shabbat, Amayim, Barak, Yahweh Hashem Yahshua. All right? That's my time. Class dismissed.
Amen.
That's right. And it was the